Welcome to our living room. This is the Disney Couch. If you're just joining us, we are on a quest for the ultimate Disney movie. We're watching all of them, in order, and we're finding out what movie is the most Disney. So Ellie, what's our contestant today?
The Jungle Book.
Alright! So, Jungle Book, what do we know?
It's pretty good, not pretty good, but it's not bad.
I watched it for the first time when I was in college, and throughout the movie, Mowgli kept getting hypnotized by a snake, and then at the very end of the movie, he kind of gets hypnotized as well by a girl, and one of our friends, he said, "She's just like the snake," and everyone just laughed, and that was like my number one outstanding memory of this movie.
I've recently just seen the live action one a few times, and so that one's burned in my mind. I really enjoyed it. I haven't seen the animated one in quite a while, so it's kind of like almost overshadowed by the live actions. It's going to be refreshing to get back to the original on this one for me.
Or maybe it won't be refreshing.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be a disappointment.
It could be.
The live action is significantly better.
It won't be the same without Bill Murray.
The part that stands out most to me was I think they're the vultures and they're like, "What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do? I don't know. What do you want to do?" And I think they're the Beatles also.
Of course, they wanted to model the vultures after the Beatles, and they actually approached the Beatles to see if they would do the voice acting for these four vultures, and they refused because John Lennon didn't do that animation thing. I don't know how that factors into Yellow Submarine, but John Lennon didn't want it, so they went away from the Beatles, but they still kept the Beatles without having the Beatles.
Let's watch The Jungle Book.
Bare necessities.
The simple bear.
You know, I think this is how we can tell if there's a hit song in the movie or not.
Yeah.
Are we singing a song when the movie's over?
Yeah.
You may notice that Faith has been eliminated.
Dun dun dun.
Or she had to go to work.
Yeah, I do have to confess, I did fall asleep in this movie while the vultures were singing their song. Those perfect harmonies just lulled me off to dreamland. And I kind of heard the fight scene as I was half asleep, and I then woke up.
What? Who died?
A little disappointing with the vulture scene because it was based on the Beatles. I expected the music to be a little more Beatlesque, you know.
I heard that there was kind of a more pop song, but Walt, he's kind of an old-fashioned guy, and he thought that a barbershop quartet would be more timeless.
I don't know, they weren't too concerned about timelessness with the music when they had King Louie scatting all over the place.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I mean, jazz and scat music is timeless, so.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm gone. Solid. Gone, baby. I mean, that was straight from 1967, right?
Yeah.
Right. It was very funny watching Jungle Book with the subtitles during the scat song because the poor person that's making the subtitles is trying to transcribe Zeebity Dabbity Scooby Dooby Dooby Wababa.
Yep, it was really
Nice
good
scatting.
Thank you.
You've never seemed whiter.
Yes.
Mowgli really didn't seem like much of a main character to me. He's really whiny and kind of annoying. He's supposed to be 10, but he's like, I don't wanna, you know.
And he wasn't a very good actor.
Oh no, Blue. Gee, that's sad.
Yeah, the actor who did the voice of Mowgli was actually the son of Wolfgang Reutermann, I think, the director. And it's kind of funny because this is the second movie in a row that the director's son has been cast. In The Sword and the Stone, it was actually two of his sons were cast in the role of Wart. This is a different son, also replaced the original actor who went through puberty during production. So, I don't know, I'm starting to smell a bit of a conspiracy here. You know, they cast, 12-and-a-half-year-old boys and delay production, and then, oh look, my son happens to be ready. He can jump into that role. Sorry, kid.
Well.
Yeah. Shere Khan reminded me of Benedict Cumberbatch playing Smaug in The Hobbit.
How interesting. How delightful.
Definitely the most likable villain. Like, I didn't feel too sorry for Mowgli with Shere Khan hunting him.
especially in the scene where he was trying to like see if Kaa the snake had Mowgli. I really liked that scene. That was very entertaining. But I found myself kind of rooting for Shere Khan. Like, come on, fight him. You can do it. And then like, wait, no, he's just gonna like kill him. Never mind.
And Mike pointed out at the start of the movie that the voice actor for the snake was Winnie the Pooh, the same voice actor.
Sterling Holloway.
Sterling Holloway, what a great name.
Nothing here, and nothing in here.
But anytime the snake came on screen, that was all I could picture was Pooh talking about honey, and it actually made it really humorous.
More smackerel of man cub. I drew a whole bunch of the main characters' eyes. So see if you can guess in the comments whose eyes are whose.
This was actually the last movie that Walt Disney worked on, sadly, before he passed away in 1966. Walt Disney decided to step in to the production of this one, and he got a lot more involved in the story process and the writing process.
Because it was kind of going in a really dark direction based on the actual Jungle Book. And he wanted to make it more child-friendly and more family-friendly.
It was released just after his death in 1967, so we'll miss you, Walt. Thanks for those 19 great movies, Walt. Yeah, and we're glad that the legacy carries on. Okay, so now to the chart! Let's find out how Disney the Jungle Book really
I
is.
don't think it's going to be very Disney.
Yeah,
I don't think so
me
either.
neither.
The kiss. Nope.
No, but we did have Twitter patient. He didn't walk on clouds, but he had that goofy smile when he
Yeah.
saw the girl, so...
And she
Better
fluttered
eyelashes.
eyelashes.
Oh, yeah.
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 And dropped her jug.
Oh
And she was probably like 10. Would you do that, Ellie?
Yeah, she was.
no. No.
Okay, but no kiss, just Twitter patient, which isn't worth any points, just an honorable mention.
Do it.
No.
I am going to fetch the water. He didn't sing.
No. I'm kind of glad.
Me too.
Hit song.
Yes.
Yes. For the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities.
It was nominated for an Academy Award for Best Song. It lost, but I've never heard of the other song. I've heard of this one, so there you go. Take that, Academy.
It obviously was so popular that they remade it in The Lion King as Hakuna Matata. Okay, hit song.
Witchy villain. Nope.
Hypnotism.
Oh, that's true. Call like hypnotized.
Yeah, is that witchy?
I don't know.
But I don't know if I don't think he's calling on the powers of darkness to help
You
them.
don't have to be calling on the powers of darkness. It could be your own powers of darkness.
He's calling on the
Where do
powers
your
of
own powers
biology.
of darkness come from?
Biology.
It's not super witchy, but it's witchy enough to give it a half mark.
I think we better put it to a couch vote. 3, 2, 1, reveal your thumbs! Okay, we got half vote, and I guess you put ours together, it's a half vote. So, there you go. Half a point for Witchy Villain for Cause Strange Eyeballs.
Ugly villain.
Well, our villains were really Kaa and Shere Khan, right?
Yeah.
And maybe the girl. If you ask Baloo.
Seriously.
I don't think Shere Khan was ugly. I found
No.
Shere Khan quite dashing.
He was scary, but he wasn't ugly. He was like smug.
And then the snake I found cute because he was really the Pooh.
Alright, so no points for Ugly Villain on this one.
Death by falling.
No.
I slept through the death scene.
Yeah, Shere
He
Khan
didn't-
ran
he
into
didn't
the
die.
forest with a flaming branch tied to his tail.
Oh.
Alcohol. It's the jungle. There's no alcohol in the jungle.
Yeah,
I mean-
nothing. Mowgli was punch drunk.
That's good one.
Thank you.
Missing parents.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely. The
Yeah.
whole thing is the fact that his parents were killed or something happened to them and he's been raised by wolves.
And then he just left his wolf families.
Yeah, I really felt for the wolf family. Dad gets the memo from the wolf council. Sorry, the kid's gotta go. He's like, oh, that's sad. Okay, send him off. And they didn't even say goodbye.
Yeah.
You know, they're halfway through the jungle and Bagheera's like, well, by the way, we're not going back. You're leaving the jungle. I will leave the jungle.
He didn't really form like emotional bonds except maybe with the girl. It was just kind of like, okay, I'm going with you now. Okay, I'm going with you. Okay. As long as I don't have to leave the jungle. Okay, I'm leaving the jungle. Okay.
Yeah, he was a total follower. He just didn't care about anybody.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Self-centered kid.
Yeah, he was
Except
an
for with the
annoying
girl.
character. And in fact, the more heartwarming characters were Baloo and Bagheera and how they really, really cared for him like a son, and that meant being able to let him go.
Dad with a stash.
Dad Wolf?
Father Elephant, he had tusks.
Oh yeah.
Nope, my dad's mustaches. Tusks do not count.
Guys, were there any talking animals in this movie?
I don't know. That's hard. I mean, maybe is a butterfly.
Which makes you wonder, what language did Mowgli talk? Like, were they talking animal?
They're talking the universal animal language, I think.
And so Mowgli was too?
Yeah.
He never actually says anything to the girl, so maybe he doesn't actually speak human language yet.
Oh, yeah, he's just gonna be like, and she's gonna be like, okay, never mind.
She'll be a little disappointed in her choice. Hey Mom, I found a feral boy down by the river. Can I keep him?
Unlikely partnership.
Bagheera.
You think so?
Bagheera and Baloo.
Okay, so how do you see that working out?
They didn't like each other at first. Like, and Bagheera saw Mowgli with Baloo. He was like, oh,
Bum of the jungle.
no.
So they were brought together by their mutual need to get Mowgli out of trouble.
And they became best friends. What about
That's
Bagheera? No friends for Bagheera.
Okay.
With Mowgli being such an unappealing character, I just really can't cast him as the main character. He was basically the main problem in this movie. He was the problem. Unlikely
We
partnership.
have an unlikely partnership, finally!
Yeah. So we're what? This is movie number 19, and this is the first time we can actually give a full mark for Unlikely Partnership. Yeah.
Hidden Mickey.
Yep. So what was your favorite Hidden Mickey?
I like the one on King Louie's throne.
Me too.
King Louie's throne. It was there for the one scene. I kept looking at the back of his throne afterwards, and that Hidden Mickey wasn't there. It was just in the one shot.
Consistency.
Yes.
Sneaky animator.
Yep.
And also there was a hidden Mickey on the snake. So,
Yeah.
just in one scene.
That one was kind of clever too. When the snake was in a knot, his spots made a
Lined
Hidden
up.
Mickey.
Book intro.
Yep.
Yes!
Hmm.
It's the Jungle Book. You gotta have a book opening. Resurrection.
Well.
Baloo.
That was funny.
I don't think he was dead. He
I
was presumed dead. He was just taken 5. It's not like they checked. It was just kind of like, oh, Baloo, wake up. And then,
Yeah.
and then Bagheera's like, nope, he's dead.
Yeah, assumed dead. And I really appreciated that for the first time in any of the Disney movies we've watched, there was a Bible verse.
Yeah.
Greater love hath no one than he who lays down his life for his friend.
I was
Yeah.
like, oh, that was actually quite a touching scene.
Yeah, the
It
panther
was-
quoted the Bible. Who knew?
How did the Panther know the Bible? Who cares?
Missionaries.
So half marks for Resurrection or full marks?
Half marks.
That's smart.
Half a mark for Resurrection on this one, mostly for the Bible quoting by the
We're-
Panther. Jaira, what's our total for Jungle Book?
Total is 7 out of 14.
It
Yeah.
did better than I thought because we were very generous.
That's right. But yeah, it was in there. The Unlikely Partnership, that's what brings it over the line for me.
Yeah.
Special announcement. Next week for the Aristocats, we have some special guest hosts hosting the Disney Couch from far, far away. Stay tuned for that. Make sure to like the video, subscribe to us if you haven't already, and throw some comments down below to make us feel like somebody's watching. So, thanks for joining us. We will see you next time for more from the Disney Couch. Bye!
Now, can we watch the bonus features? Oh wait, we already watched them.
Okay.
Never mind.
All right.
Also, I just wanted to point out to Faith, Saint's face has no hair.
Just like this last episode.